Sound check. Check, check. 1, 2. Check. 1, 2. Check, 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 check. 1, 2. Whew. Forgot one thing. Audio check. Anybody. Somebody. Test. Okay. Thanks, Darren. I left off yesterday feeling pretty good about this. I think it's looking pretty good. There's a few things I may want to change. I gotta dive into the hair. I've been kind of avoiding it, like it's gonna fix itself. Just because it's so ratty. We'll see how it goes. Thank you, sir. So, taking an extra special delight in rendering his disgusting skin. It's been fun. can do something about this hair. I'm gonna be trying a lot of different things to see what works. Might be something to this. I'm not sure. Yeah, I am. I kind of had to do it in a janky way. There's this plugin called Atom that I would have preferred to use that actually allows you to set up two different canvases, one being a normal 16 by 9 and the one being a vertical of that. And you can control them individually, like where you put your camera in the window and stuff. But that plugin doesn't seem to agree with OBS when you use it to live stream to Instagram and Twitch at the same time. And it siphons all the bit rate, so it chokes Twitch out. Normally, when I do two sources, I balance the bit rate just fine and they can both keep up. But this seems to be broken, so I had to just basically use a different method that will output the two sources but automatically just focuses on the center. So you'll notice if I hit my start screen, it just shows up like weirdly cropped in the Instagram version. It's not supposed to be that way. Anyway, it's not a big deal. Oh yeah, the thing is like it's not about the hardware. It's just about I don't want to pay Streamlabs $27 a month to do what is basically a basic function. It just seems kind of dumb. I'm gonna figure it out on my own. Basically, being a cheap ass, I don't want to give them money for something so kind of rudimentary. I'm pretty sure I could figure it out because it works fine when I do YouTube and Instagram. But when I do, YouTube and Twitch. But when I do Twitch and Instagram, Instagram chokes out Twitch. It's very weird. So, yeah, my machine would chew that up though. It's not about the encoding; it's about the network, the bandwidth for my upload speeds, which it's not really my upload speed. It's a glitch in the software, I think. Yeah, word. Maybe eventually I'll get there, but I am about ready to do that, so I'm just trying to keep it as simple as possible. Anyway, I'll try to. In the Twitch chat, how you doing, Peak? I'm good, man. Just trying to get rid of this, trying to get done with this hair. This ratty ass Danny DeVito hair. It's not his real hair, so it's kind of a mean thing to say. What's up, Aaron? How you doing? Zoom in here. I think this is the move. This kind of like sort of undulating gesture. But then I do some wild shit like this. We're gonna get crazy. Hold on to your butts. I start pushing. No, not quite like that. That's a little too crazy. Start pushing it around. Create those wild strands that simulate that ratty effect. Yeah, I think it's got to be something like this. In fact, I'm going to be a chicken shit and play it really safe. I'm going to do this. I'm going to dupe it. I'm going to turn one off. And we're going to do some non-destructive stuff. Yeah. I don't know if that's coming through on your guys' end, what I'm doing. If you could even see this. I guess you probably can. Yeah. Looks alright, I guess. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to move the navigator to the center of the screen so you guys can always see, basically always see the full picture. I'm going to do this real quick too. Nope. Custom. There we go. So that red box isn't too distracting. Anyway. Move that over. There we go. So this is a quick little hack to simulate those errand ratty hairs. Might be a bit much, but it's kind of cool. Yeah, I guess because Twitch is kind of more focused. It's like right in the center. So I actually don't care for what I did there. It's too much. So I'm going to try again. I think maybe less is more on that front. And I can sort of grab these. Just pull these bits out. Quickly toggle between the colors. That's effective too. So maybe kind of something like that. Let's do the other side. This is even like looser. So we're gonna do this. Start blending. Taper. I kind of want some of that to go in front of his face. That could be cool. A little bit of that. Okay. Yep. Yep. There's a lot of colors in here, which is really cool. It's starting to work. It's not pretty, but that's kind of the point. Kind of like those bits. That sort of part that goes out sideways is kind of cool. Darken this down. I think I'm gonna add a few more specularities on the hair in certain spots. Kind of further define it. Some brighter moments, especially in the back there. I think that's funny. Oh, sorry, Peek. I've been abandoning the Twitch chat. It's getting turned out dope. Yeah, thanks, man. Have I painted myself? No, I don't like doing that. I had to do a charcoal drawing of myself when I was my sophomore year in art school, and it turned out well, but I'll never do it again. A face only a mother would love. This guy, yeah, for sure. He might be very handsome to penguins. Actual penguins. I don't know. Paint myself naked? That'd be really tricky to do. And no, I will not be doing that. I don't think so. That's true. That is true, but not a lot of interest in that, frankly. Yeah, Peek, I'm streaming on Instagram as well. I'm live with a vertical canvas. I think it's. I'll type it. Hold on. Yeah, that should get you there. So you should be able to copy that, maybe. Those teeth make you so upset. Good. That's the point. For sure. Right on, man. Thanks for joining. I need to do something with his garment here. I think I'm gonna try some kind of textured brush. I wonder. No, that's not the kind of texture we want. Nope. That could work. That could service. Does a little something to it. It's not bad. You know what? Pretty good. Let's work on this hat a bit. down. Chucky. Yeah. And like the edge on it was too hard. Soften that a bit too. Work that out. Yep. Move this out of the way for a minute. Oh, thanks, man. How you doing? Let's see. Okay. I think he kind of has like a velvety hat, so I gotta figure out a way to indicate that. Once I sort out his, I don't know what the hell you call that thing on a top hat, that shiny ribbon thingy. Doing that. That's weird. Oh, that's why. Okay. Yeah, man. SD San Diego Comic Con is bonkers. That's last time I was there was like 8 years ago, something like that. I should go more often, but it's awesome, but it's a lot. It's a lot to endure, especially if you're not like 20 years old anymore. It's always a privilege to go, but damn, it's a lot. I was gonna try to make it out to LA Comic Con maybe this year. It's local, easier to deal with. Not as big, although I hear it's not quite up to par anymore. So oh yeah, oh that's a big deal. You were there for big reasons, not just chilling. Yeah, that's rad, man. Congrats. You're not doing much stuff with Marvel anymore? I saw this painting. Well, shit, man. Yeah, I mean, if you ever need me to help out on something, you let me know. I'll come running if I can. I got you. Well, that's a move up. That's cool. I know Marvel is like it's a great job, but it's it's a lot too. I think it's probably most people could probably only do that for so long. Mechanical Cake, is that the company? I'll have to check it out. That's awesome. Wait, they got a movie coming out, don't they? I think I saw something about that like a week or two ago that they're working on something together. So I'm assuming it's that. That's rad. That's super cool, man. Alright, I think I might try a touch of color dodge on this. Let's see what it buys us. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, I see. That's a good reason to leave. Moving on up in the world. Let's put a little bit of color in those eyes. Even though they look creepy. Oh, that's kind of nice, actually. How about that? Yeah. All right. All right. You know what else? I think we need a little bit of bloom. Yeah. Just a touch. Well, you got to start somewhere, man. I mean, directing a movie is fucking hard. Keep trying. I don't think there's anybody that jumps into that and it's fantastic out the gate. Yeah, it is crazy, man. Like, making a movie a bad movie is a miracle. If you think about all the variables involved, even a bad movie is fucking impossible to do. It's just, it's bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. Dude, you were thinking you were going to try something new and broaden your horizons. There's nothing wrong with that. Like I'm I've had a glimpse to that side of the industry, and it is Oh man, I'm happy to just paint and make pretty pictures for a living. I don't know if I could ever do something like that. I like being a part of the process, but I don't know if I want to be the guy running the whole damn thing. That seems like some wild shit. Ran out of money. That's another thing. They're wickedly expensive, and that's everything. Like everything is, you're burning money as time ticks. Like everything is just money, 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 money. Especially if you're shooting in Los Angeles, it's really really hard to do that out here now, because the incentives just aren't what they used to be. Which is why everybody shoots in Atlanta or Vancouver or Eastern Europe or some shit. Well, you got a lot of experience with teams, so that makes sense. I imagine. I'm guessing, given your previous positions. That makes a lot of sense. That you slot right into that. What in the world? Okay, that's not that. Oh. That's great. That's great to hear. I may have, Darren. I'm not sure. I think we talked about it. But I don't know if I sent it to you. Well, I was just doing what you said. Just give me a problem to solve, like a keyframe or character design from our right. But I gotta go out and tell my stories. I hear you. That's that. That's the thing we all got. It's just like an insatiable thing to move on to the next thing. It's important to do that. I mean, you know, as you gain more experience, hopefully you can go out there and do your own thing, and there's more voices added to the the room, so to speak. I don't want to hear any shitting on it until it's out. You haven't seen the movie yet, Darren. We talked about this. Those are people's livelihoods. What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? Based on the first film. Well, that's fair. You know, the first film wasn't awesome. I didn't care for it much. But again, I maintain making a bad movie is really hard, much less making a really good movie. There's a reason very few people do it professionally. It's probably one of the hardest things to be done. All right, man. I appreciate you hanging out. I'll talk to you soon, I'm sure. I think I'm like beating a dead horse at this point. It's a horrible saying, but I don't know what more to add to this, really. Oh, you know, I want better foreground snow. That snow sucks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint some new snow. We'll see how it goes. Just pull up some reference for something as simple as snow. It seems silly, but it's always good to check. House is almost ready. Oh, okay. Been a snowball, snowball, pun intended. Right on, man. Yeah. Well, good luck. I know that shit's really hard to deal with. So hopefully it isn't too much more annoying. Can I just rip this Adobe stock? That would be nice. I don't think they're going to let me do that. Oh, it's even moving. Look at that. It's just white bits in the air. I can handle that. Keep his face clear for the most part. That should work. Kind of just feels like circles. This sounds funny, but I've never painted snowflakes like this. Let me try something with some texture. Could work. Yeah, I'm sure it was. I mean, homeownership is no joke. Makes me question even if I didn't have to rent, could buy, would I even want to? Nope. Why is this working? Oh. That's hilarious. Okay, let's try that again. It feels off to me. I can't. Why? Is it the color? Am I making it too bright? Who'd have fucking thought? Big try. Ooh, cooling it off helps in certain areas. Maybe that was the move. A little too blue. I think that's the problem. Is it's like I'm treating it like uniform, and it's not good to do that. Okay. Lips. That's goofy. Okay, that could be something. I think we need to... Or we turn one of those other ones. Oh, okay. Different sizes. Let's paint out some of the ones we don't want. What's up, Johnny? wonder. I don't have any boobs. Hold on. I got you. It should be right about here? On him? Kind of pushed up. You know, he's very heavy set. And compressed. Anyway. I feel like there's not much more I can do with this. I'm gonna work on the hat, and then I think I'm done. I want the hat to feel velvety, luxurious. Whoa, that was weird. Look at that little hard edge texture. That works nicely. Seems to be more delicately applied in the contrasted areas. That might be what's needed over here. Tamp that down. See, earlier I think I was talking too much. Maybe could have done a better job with this. Probably could have done a better job with this. Yeah, that maybe feels better. I know what I'm gonna do. Got me an idea. What the hell is that little bit? What is that? Put that out there. Put a lock on it. Lock that. Aha. What up, dude? Just rounding home base on this painting, hopefully. Almost there. That feels better. Ooh, yeah, that's silky. Silky textured bit there. Yeah. But you know what? Let's kick that back up there. That feels better. Put a little bit of that over there too. Oh, that's what's happening. Well, that ain't good. Let's cut into that a little bit. That don't make no damn sense. Yeah. We'll just soften that edge ever so slightly. Okay. That's a little better. I'm the only one who cares, but you gotta care. You gotta care. not the move. Let's try that again. What's up, Tiger? What are you doing, Photoshop? There we go. Okay. You know, I gotta redo that too. I got sloppy with that. That band is getting wonky on me. That feels better. Like a weird bend to it. Screwing up the shape of the hat. Kind of got lucky on that. I had botched the shape of that so bad that I just happened to paint the brighter spots on a different layer. So I was able to fix that pretty easy. That's screwed me up right there. Now we're talking. If you just stop and think about what you're doing for a minute, shit gets better. Okay. Let's see what we can do. Just a little something else here. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Just little touches. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Those little glows. Not bad. Not bad. That's pretty cool. Okay. I don't know, does this guy need... I really don't feel like fucking with this tie. Put a little something on there. A little cheaty quick texture. What's this look like? Nah. What's this look like? Hell no. That's a plant. No. Decisions. No. It's getting late. Thank you. We are almost done. The hat's been pretty well worked out. The hair is... I guess I'm okay with it. I might fuss with the left side a little more. I'm trying to find... I'm trying to cheat, I'll be honest. I don't want to paint his tie. I don't want to paint his textured bullshit tie. So I kind of just want to throw like a texture brush in there and see what it buys me. Kind of like what I did with the right side of his garment here. Maybe... Shit, what was that? That could be it. I think that is the same texture. Haha. This has been really fun to paint, though. Overall, this has been a real treat. I love the way the bloom is hitting. I don't know if you can see that. Let me zoom out a little bit. The way the light is sort of gathering in the atmosphere, and the bloom is hitting his hat. And there's one thing that I got to do at the end. I do at the end of everything. That's really gonna give it a little extra zing. But I'm waiting until I really feel like I'm done. So like another 5 minutes, I'm gonna give it a shot. No, that's too... Well, actually, I have an idea. Let's get rid of that. Could be cool. And then maybe then yeah. Then blur that a little bit more too. Cool. All right, fuck it. That's fine. Here, let's do a little more of this. Dude looks very pleased with himself. What day is Labor Day, Jesse? I can never remember. I probably will be. September 1st? Okay. Probably. Um, I mean, barring any crazy work assignment, I don't see a reason why. I'm not going out of town or any of that shit, so. Okay, let's try the move thingy. Reseda? Okay, cool. Right on. Ooh, I just saw something I don't like. Hold on. I don't like how that looks. Okay. Save. Come on, Photoshop. Knock it off. Okay. This is where we bring in some extra juice. Gotta play around with some stuff here. Maybe bring up exposure just slightly. Contrast. Woo, yeah. That's the stuff I'm looking for. Oh yeah, if we cool it down a little bit, that's kind of cool. Vibrancy. Texture. I'm gonna leave that alone. Okay, then no, actually I think I like that where it is. Yeah, let's tilt that way. See what that buys us. So I think... Oh, I forgot to turn the snow back on. Whoops. I think I want to bring down the bottom portion of the comp a little bit. I don't know. I don't know if I'm doing all of them. I was thinking about doing Catwoman next, but I don't know. I might be over this. I did the Joker from Nolan's movies. I did Two-Face from Nolan's movies. And now I'm doing this. I might do Catwoman. She's rad. I like Burton's Catwoman. I think she's more interesting than Nolan's Catwoman. Fucking Michelle Pfeiffer's the shit. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I might do it. I don't know. I gotta get rid of that snow bit. That's not good. Ugh. What I did. There we go. Okay. Let's try that again. Usually do a couple of these before I get it where I want it. Drag that back over. Bam. Bam. Yeah. I think we have a winner. What do we think, team? Team of one, Jesse. I think you're the only one left. Maybe two. I don't know. Do we have a winner? Final moves. Badass? Alright. Badass. That seems like the right spot to be. Badass is a good thing. There we go. Nope. I gotta find a good color to do that with. Maybe this one? It's hard to do that in the hair. Kind of gets lost in the hair, doesn't it? Alright, we got another badass. Alright, I like it. I think we're done. I appreciate that. Thank you. I was working hard for that bloom, that kind of glowiness, right? I was trying to get that. I think I landed it. What's it for? The piece? It's for the fact that I like doing this shit. And I already made the Joker from Nolan's movies, and I made Two-Face, and I thought, well, Penguin for Burton is pretty awesome. Why not take a stab at that? So here we are. I don't know, maybe there's some comic book enthusiasts out there who want to buy a print. Who knows? Well, you know, I really like what Colin Farrell's doing with the Penguin. It's a different Penguin. I mean, it's probably more comic accurate than Danny DeVito's Penguin. Danny DeVito's Penguin is like kind of monstrous, whereas I don't know if the Penguin's actually like that. He's more like just a gangster who has some odd features. But Colin Farrell does a really good job too. Yeah, I mean, Danny killed it. It's such a great role for him, and it was. I remember watching it as a kid, going, "Damn, that dude is scary." Yeah, I think we're done now. I did a little extra on the eyes there. Put a little bit of that. Oh, it looks good. I like it. I like how those ended up. Just that little bit of that hint of color hitting the blackness in the eyes. Hey, Lacey. Heyo. How you doing? You're catching us at the end. I'm about done with this thing. I am done with this thing. I signed it and everything already. So I'm just chatting now. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. It'll be on the Instagram soon, I think. Like as a post, as a picture. I might wait till morning. I don't know. It depends on how I feel. I'm showing off. Yep. You know me. I'm such a showboat. Ugh. Oh boy. How long have we been doing this? A little over an hour and a half for the final portion. Not too bad. Thank you, my friend. To go with my other Batman villain, cinematic Batman villains. Thank you. You're talking about like the sides where it kind of gets brighter, just slightly. The light leaks in. I guess I could have done more on the hair like that, but I don't know. It's kind of a cheat. Makes me think, though, maybe I should. At least on the right side. Because there's a little bit more happening on the left. All right. Let's see. I have an idea. Photoshop's yelling at me. Top of it is slightly raised. Yeah. Thank you. That was the aim. Just psychotic as hell looking. For sure. Yeah, that could be enough to sell. Yeah, I don't hate that. Okay, I think that's good. All right. I know, me too. It doesn't pay the bills, man. And it's also incredibly hard to do, so it's not something I do to relax like I would this. One day, though. Ooh. Just got an idea. No, never mind. That's silly. Alright. I think we're really done. Except for that little snow bit down there that looks really distracting. Let me get rid of that fucking thing. Okay. Now we're done. This is how I end every painting, by the way. I'm done. No, I'm not. I'm done. No, I'm not. I'm done. Definitely done. Final done. No, I'm not. Now we're done. I'm sure he did. It's right here. I put it. It's just subtle. Because I don't like my name to scream on the painting. Okay. I think I'm going to... What can I do? Save a JPEG. Sammy, buddy, what are you doing, bud? I'm almost done. My dog has had it with me sitting at the computer. Miss you too, friend. You're not in Cali anymore, are you? You're in New Mexico? Is that right? You're in Arizona, Tyler? I didn't know that either. I was actually talking to Lisi. Word. Bought a house in Central Phoenix. I went to Phoenix once. I like Phoenix. I went through there coming back from Taos one time. That's awesome, though. You liking it in Phoenix? Are you liking it in New Mexico, Lisi? Super like that before shit got crazy. That's good. Oh, is that right? I definitely will. I love Taos. I thought it was a cool place. Oh yeah, it's the middle of August right now. It's hot as shit there, I'm sure. Okay, I gotta make my Instagram version of this thing. So we're gonna do this. Photoshop freaking out. What you doing, Photoshop? House is beautiful. I wish I would have known before I bought a house in Terrace. Ah. Gotcha. Okay. I think that's it. I do? Oh, Tyler does. Dude, how old is your son now? He's got to be a teenager, right? You have two. Two kids? He's 5'9" at 13. I mean, Larry's pretty tall, right? Am I remembering that correctly? Or no, you're the tall one, right? I'm trying to remember. It's been a little while since I've seen you guys. So my friend Mike, his dad is like not especially tall. He's like 5'10". He's like my height. But his mom is also 5'10" or 5'9". So my friend Mike ended up being 6'4". Tall Gene Larry's about 5'8". He's considered tall in his family. Yeah. So I mean, but the genes are in you, so you might have a kid who's like 6'3" or some shit. What's up, dude? Okay, little dude. All right, I know. You're tired of me not hanging out with you. Oof. What's up, little dude? This is Sam. He's adorable and clingy sometimes. Yeah, Mike. Yeah. Oh, you know Mike. That's right. Yeah. Right on. I forgot you guys know each other. It's been a while. Yeah, his kid is really cute. His name is Samwise, actually, after obvious Lord of the Rings reference. because everybody needs a friend like Samwise. Wake up, buddy. Look at the camera. Look at the camera. Say hello. Um, I don't know if you met Mike. He lived with me when we were going to Otis, but he didn't go to Otis. He may have attended like the occasional Otis shenanigans, so you may have met him, but he was just my roommate. I mean, I'm not just my. I've known the guy since we were 10. We're like best friends. He moved from Florida and was out here for like 10 years almost. He went back in 2020 with his wife, and they had a kid and stuff. But you may have met him. I don't know. But he didn't attend Otis. He was not. Not that that matters, but him and my brother have been going back and forth with that inside joke literally for like 25 years. I think that's been a running joke between them. Mike's like a year older than me, so yeah, probably. I think Mike was a teenager. Are you talking about Stephanie? She's pretty attractive. Yeah, I think Luca is now. I think he's 3 now. He's a cool kid. I just sent him a couple of Superman prints that I've owed him for quite a while. All right, buddy. Come on, Sammy. You gotta get down. We're gonna go soon. Oof. All right, dude. Mike? What do you mean? Oh, that's cool. It's been really weird, that poster, because it's all over, or it was all over Los Angeles. Um, I have people texting me handful of times a week. Um, no, Mike is my friend since we were 10. Um, no, I've had people texting me. It's finally kind of simmered down now because the movie's kind of done, but that shit was up for like 2 months, or it was out for 2 months, and it was slowly gaining, like they were putting it in more and more places, the poster. And then they made it huge at Century City Mall, and they did the TCL Chinese Theater with it, and it was like it was on buses and like bus stop shelters and stuff like that, like apparently all over Burbank. It was all over town, and I was out of town. I was in Vegas for like 3 weeks, house sitting for my brother, so I didn't know. But I would be getting texts of people giving me thumbs up in front of the picture from, they spotted at the theater or whatever for like weeks. It was wild. Well, he's. That's very nice of you to say. It was really surreal because I went and I hunted down the poster when I finally got back into town, and I saw it at Century City. I took a picture with it, and then I was at the Chinese theater, and it's a really hot like tourist spot, um, and people thought I was really weird, and I was like, "Hey, can you take a picture with me and the thing?" And they're like, "No, no, 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 I don't want anything." Like they thought I wanted to sell them something. And I'm like, "No, no, no, you don't understand. Like, I just want a picture with the poster." Like, what? Why? It's like, because I made it. I painted it. It's my painting. They're like, "What do you mean you painted it?" I'm like, "It's my painting. I made that." And they finally clicked, and it dawned on them that I was telling them the truth. And then they got really excited, and then I, had no problem getting pictures when I wanted it. Um, yeah, it's been strange. I've had movie posters before, but none that I fully illustrated, and none that was that big of a piece, like that was hung around town like that everywhere. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't hurt. That's for sure. Yeah. I figure if that's as good as it gets for me, then that's not too bad. Who knows what'll happen, but it was pretty rad. I appreciate that. Thank you. I tried to take that one in. I usually don't, but I relished it a little bit. It was nice. Yeah, because people who are uninitiated, they don't really know. Like they just, oh, it's just another movie poster. But and you know, especially if you don't know that it's actually a painting, because people don't know. They might think it's photographs or whatever until they look closely. But if you're just kind of casually looking at it and walking by, it's different. Right on, Lacey. Thanks for stopping in. It is good to talk to you, and I miss you too. We should catch up. Maybe I'll make my way out there one of these days soon. Have a good night. I should do the same. The dog's got to be walked, and I got to get a shower and go to bed. I got shit to do tomorrow. Anyway, thanks for hanging, everybody. Have a good night.